A bright red toy car tears rapidly across the floor, speeding forward before suddenly slamming on its brakes. A cartoon monkey furiously shovels hot food into its mouth, then leaps into the air and panics as the heat hits its tongue. 5 little potatoes roll frantically across the dirt, scrambling to hide behind a tree before a bear spots them. To an adult, a 30-minute compilation of Hindi nursery rhymes feels like a chaotic barrage of noise and color. But if you watch a toddler viewing this exact sequence, you see a state of unbreakable, almost hypnotic focus. If we strip away the looping music and the bright animations, the underlying text reveals a highly structured developmental syllabus. This 30-minute sequence is essentially a systematic boot-up for the human brain, designed to activate specific neural pathways in a precise ascending order. The first stage of this progression focuses entirely on basic sound recognition and physical vocal practice. At this level, the lines rely heavily on pure onomatopoeia. You hear the car go zoom, 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 and the rain fall chum, chum, chum. Repeating these isolated sounds forces a child to practice the essential mechanical muscle movements of the mouth and tongue required to form words later. The audio also uses phonetic scaffolding by grouping distinct, memorable animal noises, like a cat repeating meow, meow. The song trains the child's short-term auditory memory to lock on to specific vocal patterns. At this early developmental stage, the actual story happening on screen is irrelevant. The entire objective is the mechanical practice of converting breath into deliberate, controlled sound. Once the physical mechanics of speech are in place, the child begins identifying objects in the physical world. The lyrics systematically build these links. Man Tota places a parrot centrally, branching out to its green body and red beak. The pattern repeats exactly. Swapping to a tomato, the lyrics map it to the color red, a round shape, and healthy vitamins. The cognitive leap happening here is called attribute mapping. The brain is learning to categorize distinct items based on shared observable traits. Through these repetitive associations, the toddler stops being a passive listener and begins actively sorting and categorizing physical reality. The final tier of development introduces narrative logic and complex consequences. The songs begin to test immediate physical cause and effect. In the Bandar Mama sequence, an uncle monkey greedily eats hot food, and the immediate consequence is physical pain, a badly burned tongue. The story of Ek Koa Pyasata, the thirsty crow, presents the most intellectually advanced puzzle in the entire compilation. This animation illustrates the real-world physics lesson hidden in the rhyme. As the crow drops solid pebbles into the pitcher, their mass creates liquid displacement, steadily raising the water level until the bird can drink. To understand this sequence, a child has to hold multiple variables in their working memory simultaneously: the depth of the water, the volume of the pebbles, and the crow's ultimate goal. At this stage, the child's brain executes internal mental simulations, predicting physical laws and calculating logical outcomes. With the cognitive foundation built, the focus shifts toward interpersonal behavior and societal rules. In the Chunmunu rhyme, 2 brothers get into a loud fight over a toy. This conflict is introduced specifically to model conflict resolution, as an authority figure steps in and teaches them to share. Other segments, like Uto Beta, are designed to program necessary biological routines, instructing the child to wake up, leave the bed, and wash their face to start the day. These seemingly innocent songs act as a child's very first societal rulebook, weaving moral expectations directly into their language acquisition. This graphic of a tablet screen represents the final moments of the video, where the content abruptly shifts from nursery rhymes to a direct advertisement for an interactive learning app called Apples and Bananas. This transition highlights the evolution of the delivery mechanism. The screen moves the child from passive viewing to active, tactile engagement. Whether delivered through oral tradition, a YouTube video, or a touchscreen application, the core mission remains identical: turning the difficult work of language acquisition and social integration into a game.